picked you up.
You could have picked me up.
Yeah, I drove. Yeah, but Kim and I were just preparing for commentary. Yep, so welcome to the live streaming of the Deloitte Netball League 2026. My name is Angeline and this is Kim. Welcome back to another big day of netball. It is the second day of this double-header weekend, and after the huge round of action yesterday, the teams are back on court, ready to go again. Fatigue might be a factor, but so is momentum, and we're expecting another exciting contest today. If you haven't caught it earlier, my name is Angeline and my co-commentator is Kimberly. The first game of the day will be Fier Orcas against Sneakers when both teams first met in round one. There was a 22 goal difference that separated both teams. Sneakers won that one. The final score was 44-66. Very shortly, we will have the introduction of both teams onto the court.
Good morning, everyone. Happy International Women's Day.
And yes, happy International Women's Day!
For the
No
first
better
match
way
today,
to
we have
spend
Fier
International
Orcas
Women's
versus
Day than
Sneakers.
with
Please welcome
the
the
top
starting lineup of
women's sport
contestants. Goal shooter
in Singapore.
Goal attack, Tote. Wing attack, Mannas.
So MC right now just
Center,
calling up the main
Manila.
lineup from
Wing
Sport
defense,
Sneakers.
Regina.
I
Goal
think
defense, Goalkeeper, Rina.
no surprises there. Starting
Joining
with
us on court, we have KX
the typical lineup with Milia starting at center. Really impressive in her opening games with Sneakers. The speed, the flair, and the control that she has throughout the midcourt.
And physiotherapist Grace Paul. Next, your starting lineup for Fier Orcas. Goal shooter Stella Montelizzi. Goal attack Zulfa Rashad. Wing attack Shania Lee. Center Nia Santos. Wing defense Zen Liu. Goal defense Kay Michelini. Goalkeeper Matilda Narayan. Joining them on court, we have Emily An, Christy Tan, Han Xin Yi, Kalisa Paul Williams, and Cindy Xiu. Team officials, head coach Bob Manwai, team manager Maybelline Go, team officials Rina Rajamohan and Megan Go, physiotherapist Katie Lim. The umpires for game today will be Lee Tim, Audi Dorani, reserve umpire Jessica Tan.
All right, so this is game number 3 of round 2 in the Deloitte Netball Super League. We have both international players for both teams starting today. Amelia Soko, as Kim mentioned earlier, from Malawi. She's 20 years of age, stands at 174 centimeters, and has 4 international caps to her name. She starts in the center position for Sneakers. And for Orcas, we have Stella Matelezzi. She features in the goal shooter position for the Orcas. She is 21 years of age, stands at 174 centimeters, and has 13 international caps to her name. So both of them are teammates back from Malawi. It's going to be a very interesting one at this game. I think round 2 brings a lot of excitement with the introduction of the international players, and also because all the teams have already gone head-to-head in one round of games in round 1. So, you know, they've kind of understood and learnt about each other a little bit. So everybody have definitely adjusted a game plan to improve in the second round.
Yeah, so we have the umpires waiting to go. I think it'll be really interesting to see how both teams actually adjust their strategy to counter each attack and as well as the international players that are on court currently.
So here's Naya, the center of Orcas, who will get things started for us. Game number 1 of today.
Nice baseline run from Zulfa, finding herself with an easy shot under the post.
Yeah, she puts in goal number 1 for the game today.
There you see Melia just flying down the court.
Yeah, beautiful, easy cross-court run and pass there.
Hard luck from Izen Lu. Really good outer hands, but just unable to collect.
Replay, she's not a place to... Oh, Amandi just letting the ball bounce and bring herself closer to the goal post. She puts in goal number 1 for Sneakers. Cross-court to Chania from Zulfa. Finds Stella under the goalpost. Easy goal for Orcas.
So just looking at the lineup for Snickers, it seems like they have opted to sit out 2 of their 4 shooters. So let's see if that would actually work for them strategically throughout the game.
Yeah, so maybe just to give you some context as to what just Kim mentioned, each NSL team and squad has a total of 13 players actually registered for the competition. We're only allowed to name 12 per game day, but with the introduction of the international players, 2 from the squad will have to be unnamed for each game. So yeah, that's what Kim was talking about. Sneakers have chosen to opt out 2 of the shooters, so it's going to be interesting to watch. But they do have Kaiwei and Amandi, who have been the go-to shooters for them and have been very reliable. So maybe strategically today it's about giving them more game time, more court time to build that connection and getting the momentum as we get closer to the end of the league.
Just calling out to the defensive circle in Snickers play right now. Doing a really good job delaying ball. A matchup that I'm actually really excited to watch is the sisters. We have Zulfa at goal attack and Usma at goal defense.
Oh yeah, that's right. No love lost here between these 2, but look at this goal circle right here. We've got Amandip, Kaiwei, Misha, and Matt, all of them very experienced with the Opens and Development squad. So they are no strangers to each other as well, each other's styles of play. So it's going to be very interesting to watch in that circle as well. Beautiful long-range shot there from Zulfa.
I do feel like the key for Orcas in this game is Zulfa's willingness to turn and look at the post. Yesterday she was quite reluctant.
Long one to Stella. Just couldn't quite land it. So Sneakers will have the throw-in and possession now. The current score sits at 4-all, so this will give Sneakers the advantage to go 1 up.
Quick hands from Amelia, just finding Anna on the circle edge. Kaiwei unable to convert, but the ever-dependent Amandip with the rebound.
Yeah, and she puts that one in a very comfortable range for her, and Sneakers do indeed go 1 goal up. They have possession of the center pass now, so here's their chance to go 2 goals up. Umpire just allowing the contest to happen there before deciding that Kaiwei was infringing against Misha, so contact against her, but Orcas are now underway in this through court attack. Pretty easy passage to play for Orcas. A screen there for Stella, screening for Zulfa.
I'm not sure if she actually realized it was one.
Looked a little bit confused, but all that matters is that they gained the possession and things are even Stevens now. Just working the ball. between the shooters and midfielders. Stella now sinks in goal number 6 for Orcas.
Smart from the sneaker shooters, finding the front space of both Misha and Tote really easily.
Orcas now getting a little bit stuck on their center pass attack. Eventually goes quite long to Zulfa. Cross-courts it back to Misha. Sneakers defenders doing plenty of work here, making it very difficult for the Orcas to get into the shooting circle for an attempt. Stella just finds an easy passage there and sinks in goal number 7.
Again, just smart play from Amandit, identifying which was the ball side play and getting front space early.
Very good defensive wall there from Sneakers, really forcing the Orcas attack to hold the pass and play it back on the center pass. So making their life on the center pass attack very difficult. Ooh, Stella getting front space. Bounces the ball once, which is allowed in the rules. Picks it up, gets herself closer to the post. Long range shot from Kaiwei, couldn't quite sink that one in. Orcas with the throw in. Now, super long pass from Ney across court, that at 2. Oh, contact call against Uzma. Kaiwei, just a very quick give and go with Milia there. She gets herself very efficiently into the goal circle, and Amandi with an easy one under the post again. Two shooters and one Rina in the circle now with the penalty pass on the circle edge. And Zulfa just finds herself under the goalpost, sinks in goal number 9. In about 1 minute, we will hear the siren and the super shot zone will be activated. That's been an exciting new feature this year in the 2026 Deloitte Netball Super League, where every goal scored in the designated super shot zone will be worth 2 points. Orcas gaining a lot of momentum and confidence for that defensive effort, and converts that one through Stella. Orcas in the lead now, 2 goals the difference.
But of course that can change really quickly the moment the siren goes to indicate the start of the super shot.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting because just from the round 1 super shot leaderboard, Sneakers have 2 super shot specialists in both Amandip and Kaiwei. Both of them are in the top 7 shooters in the super shot, but Zulfa is actually ranked 3rd. So we are in for a treat. The siren has gone off. Let's see how the teams strategize against this. The Amandip need to look. She just turned and put it up.
And that's the danger of having such a long-range shooter like Amandit, unfazed by anything the defenders are doing.
That's right, there's only 1 goal that differentiates the both teams. Zulfa will be the go-to super shot taker, but Stella doesn't mind herself an attempt. A strong rebound from Zulfa. Oh. They had something going on, but umpire said nope. Please set out the penalty.
That's really quick, fast, and smart play from them.
The obstruction calls get particularly costly in this 5 minutes.
It really allows the shooters to reset and get their momentum going. So Amandip again with quick feet, finding herself in the outer ring.
Couldn't quite sink it in. Kaiwei just couldn't gather the rebound either. Smacks the ball out. So Orcas now in possession. Ooh. Poor challenge there by Kaiwei, so she gets pulled out for contact.
So something really interesting that we are seeing from the Snickers defense this year is in area defense.
Yep.
Typically they are known for their man-on type defense, but this year it's quite interesting to see something new from them.
Oh, Stella just sinks in the 2, puts Orcas 3 goals advantage. Amandi will have herself another super shot, doesn't sink it in. Can Orcas go 5 goals ahead? Will they go 5 goals ahead? It is quite interesting to strategize. You're in the lead now. Do you stretch the lead or do you just, take the ones? Zulfa says, give me the 2, please. Oh, wonderful distance actually from Usma, but umpire just deemed it obstruction as she was moving towards the shooter. So Zulfa says, thanks sister, I'll take the 2.
I really like this new rule of super shot. It forces the players to really think quick on court and change up their game plan immediately.
Yeah, it is quite interesting. So you play a certain way in the first 10 minutes and then in the next 5 minutes, strategies really change and it's really onto the players as to how quickly they can adapt to that. Amandi to bring them 1 goal behind. Oh! I think just confusion and disappointment across all the players. Not quite sure what happened there. Zulfa had her back faced behind hers. I don't know. I didn't quite get a good look at it. Good on the players to not react too largely and just carry on with play.
Amandi doing a really good job.
Yeah, she's just having a field day.
Yeah. She's putting on a shooting masterclass right now.
Sneakers are now back in the lead. So Zulfa, she will take the 2. Oh, it's the super shot show between Zulfa and Amandi. The top 3 super shot specialists in the league.
Strong hands from Nia, just 2 hands up.
10 seconds on the clock. Orcas just 1 goal down, but Zulfa can put them 1 goal in the lead with this super shot. 5 seconds on the clock. Ooh, distraction call. Oh, and that is the end of the first quarter. The quarter score is 18-17 to Sneakers. Welcome back to quarter two of game one today. Orcas and Sneakers are taking the court. Sneakers are in the lead, but just one goal the difference. But anything can really happen. It was super shot galore in the first quarter between Zulfa and Amandeep, so it's going to be very interesting how the teams come into the second quarter.
Both teams opting to stick with their starting lineup. Anything well deserved with the amount of the intensity and the kind of play that they had on court earlier.
Yeah, except that Sneakers has chosen to sub out and rest their international player. Angelina is back on court as center. So there is a ruling for all the teams where the international players can only feature a minimum of 2 and maximum of 3 quarters in each game. So it's also another layer of strategy that the teams have to think through.
Again, you can see the Sneakers area defense, keeping all the Orcas players on the outside and clogging up the middle channel. Easy pickings from Anna.
And I say thank you very much. I'll take that. Is that for me? Amani is just so calm and relaxed. She just needs to turn aside the post and shoot, which is a very good headspace that you want for the shooters to be in.
Just a little ambitious from Kai Wei there, but Amandeep picks it up. Unfortunately, unable to convert.
Oh, Amani getting her hands to it now. Not only can she shoot super shots, she can also tip the ball. She's an all-rounder. Easy feed there to Amandeep. Sneakers extending the lead now. So tactical change for Sneakers in the wing defense position.
I believe we have Jeffany Tan coming on court to replace Regine.
Orcas just struggling to bring the ball down. Sneakers putting on the box defense. Very effective against Orcas.
Apologies, I think that's actually Michelle Quack.
Okay, yeah, in the wing defense position for Sneakers. Stronghold there from Amandi. Draws the contact from the umpire against Matilda. So here's Nea up to Misha, to Chania, to Zulfa. Oh, Rina just trying to get her hands to it. I think she just wasn't fully committed to that. I think if she really drove hard, she probably would have gotten her hand to it. She read it really well though.
I would love to see her backing herself up in the second half, coming up for a bit of a fly.
Easy two-faced in a pass there from Sneakers, finds Amandeep. Ball just rolls out. Strong contest in the circle. Kaiwei is the one that loses the battle against the umpire, gets pulled up for the contact. So Orcas now in possession. So here's the zone defense. Everyone's kind of floating off, doing their job, talking to each other. Long lob to Stella, but she just does so well to tap the ball to herself. Oh, Uzma there with hands over, tips the ball. Izen there with a massive amount of effort. Anna tries to pick it up from her, but just can't quite collect. So Orcas are back in possession again. Orcas are really confident. I think, you know, being so close in the first quarter has boosted their confidence a lot, and they're really out here to really give it their best shot.
Definitely. And also, Snickers is actually a momentum team. And I think the Orcas defenders have done a really good job at keeping them from getting into their flow.
So we will see probably another change for the Sneakers. Probably in a goal attack position. We see her with the bib on, but we will let you know when the change happens. Stella with her long legs, just doing a huge split. And here comes the tactical change in the goal attack position. Kai Wei, the veteran, is coming out for Isabel Wang. This is her first NSL season, making her debut this year. Just one goal separates the two teams, 21-22, a very different story from the first round, where 22 goals actually separate the two teams, but round two is a different story entirely.
I think it's a bit of a contact lens situation for Kai Wei over there. I think we'll see her back on court shortly.
Court getting a nice wipe. Thank you very much to all the volunteers who come down to the Jurong Esports Hall to be part of our event, supporting us in things like that. Oh yeah, I thought Matilda there just being a little bit naughty. Just keeping her body really close, no hands, so she thought that she might not get away with the obstruction, but she obviously was moving her body around to interfere with Amandit's play. Oh! Isabel doing a mountain of work, just trying to move the defenders. Here's Isabel. Doesn't quite want to shoot, but now she'll take it. Lines up her shot. Sinks it in. Beautiful.
Fresh legs. I think she's brought a lot of intensity and speed into the attacking side.
Yeah.
Really opening up Amandit.
And here she is picking up the ball. Amandit sinks that one in. You know, Isabel might not be very experienced, and she probably may not get this opportunity a lot to take the court. When you have veterans like Amandip and Kai Wei, they definitely will be first choice shooters. So having this opportunity for her is magnificent, and I think she's doing a fabulous job so far. Yes, Uzma all day on that pass. Yes, Isabel just finding herself some space. Angelina just quite a little bit late to recognize that, so Matt was all over it. Substitutions for Orcas now. Chania coming off for Kalisa at the wing attack position. So just one change there in that. Okay, we're just making sure that we pass on the captain's band. The umpires need to know who the captains are. So if they need to address the team, they know who to go to.
Well, let's hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Naya. Getting confused here. But Naya just, you know, I don't know what she did. She cycled in the air or something to sort her footwork out. I think a little bit of frenzy is getting into Orcas a bit. They're not as settled. You can see that they're starting to panic from the zone defense of Sneakers. So they're really just falling from errors. Super shot from Amande, but that's not going to count for 2 points. Isabel to Angelina to Mandip.
And you know what? Well, this might be Isabel's first Super League season. She has been with the club for a really long time and has been a training partner for a couple of years. So I'm very sure she's very comfortable with the flow, and that's what we are seeing on court right now.
Yeah, we always love to see new people take the court, have their debuts, young ones, older ones. It's always a good time to play netball. Oh, umpire is pulling the ball back. Amanda was in pretty good shooting position, I thought, but here she is again. Super shot time. So, contact, goal attack.
Definitely, we can see that from where we are on the commentator stand, right before the center pass when Zulfa gave a cheeky elbow to her sister.
Okay, well, that happened, and now Sneakers will capitalize on this for sure. Maybe she was just trying to nudge her sister like, hello. Maybe it was friendly, but umpire said, no, you guys are not sisters on court, you're opponents. So Isabel in the one, lines herself up, misses. It's all right, Misha gets the rebound.
With the Snickers defensive structure right now, I would really love to see all the Orcas players turning fully and citing the long visions to clear the mess right up front.
There we go. They heard you, Kim. Zulfa now can't find an option, but she finds Kalisa eventually at the other end of the goal circle. Has to reset it to Naya. Up to Stella. Stella's in the one, but they said, give me the two. But Stella with the two. Oh, she goes for the rebound. She backs herself, though. She goes for the two again. Contact call against Zulfa again.
And this is something that we've been seeing from the Orcas team. Sometimes they do insist on the 2-pointers quite a bit. And I wonder, in that instance, should they have just gone for that 1 point to close the score gap?
However, Amandit says we're in the lead and I'm going to take all the twos I can because I will personally see to it that we pull the lead. Obstruction call there against Izen. Amanda did a mountain of work just to get herself into two for it to be pulled back. Footwork call there against Isabel. Oof. Just a tangling of the legs, I believe, you know. So, oh. Okay, we'll take a wipe and a breather. Meanwhile, let's just take a look at the score. It is 9 goals the difference between Orcas and Sneakers. 9 goals means, what? 4 super shots for Orcas to level things and a bit. Stella's in the 2. Naya resetting it. Sneakers now. Oh, beautiful take from Isabel. Amanda in the 2. Sinks it. 22-23. 11 goals the difference between these two teams, but we've still got 2 quarters of 15 minutes to play for. And 11 goals difference is really nothing compared to 30 minutes worth of play and 10 minutes worth of super shot. Isabel with the one.
Quite an aggressive rebound there from Risha.
She really wanted to make sure she got it. What was that call? I didn't quite see that.
I think the umpire indicated a stepping call.
Okay, footwork. So Amandi now with the 2. Amandi, my goodness, she's really enjoying this super shot.
Rule. Huge quarter for Snickers. Current quarter score breakdown is actually 17-6.
Massive work. Defensively, the work between Rina and Usma has really picked up a lot in the second quarter. They're really struggling to feed the ball into the shooters. 5 seconds. Beautiful take from Anna. Amandi lines her shot up. Oh, couldn't quite sink that in. But this is halftime. 10 goals separate the two teams. It is 35-25 to Sneakers. Welcome back to the second half of the Deloitte Netball Super League 2026. We're coming at you live from the Jurong Esports Hall. This is round 2, game number 3, and the first game of the day is between Orcas and Sneakers. At the end of the first half, Sneakers have a 10-goal lead against the Orcas. The current score sits at 25-35. We're just scanning the court now for changes in the lineup, and we will let you know once we have spotted them. But I think the first obvious change is in the goal shooter position for Orcas. The international player Stella is now on the bench, and Sintish is back in.
And I believe just one more change for the Orcas team. We have Leanne coming on at wing defense. And on the Snickers side, just 2 changes. We have Melia coming back at center and Jeffany in at wing defense. I really do like that Snickers has decided to keep Isabel on court. Her movements had actually really helped pull the defenders apart and create more space in the circle. So well deserved.
Yeah, she did a pretty good job at the goal attack position earlier. So yeah, I agree with you. I'm glad to see that she's back on court. Kalisa here with the ball, tries to feed it to Sintish, but it is just not high enough to clear Rena. Isabel with the throw in, back to Melia. Isabel now lines up for her shot, a beautiful one. That's goal number 3 for Sneakers in this quarter. You know, something I don't know how, but just something that I've observed in Sneakers game, they may fumble, but the ball somehow always ends up with them. I don't know how to do it. I don't think it's particularly intentional. I'm sure everyone's very focused and aware of the ball, so maybe that's why they have the upper hand and manage to keep possession despite fumbling. But it's just, it baffles me.
Yeah, definitely part of the Snickers culture and the way that they play is all eyes on the ball. And you can see whenever there's a loose ball, it's all purple dresses going for it. Orcas midfielders really struggling to find Sintish at the moment.
Yeah. The pass to her is just not.
It just doesn't look
Enough.
confident
Yeah,
at
it's
the
just not
moment.
enough. Okay, that's a good one now for Sintish. You got to clear the defenders. Orcas now with a sort of zone defense. Oh, Leanne! Oh, that was a great effort there by Leanne. Isabel just made to reset the penalty. So they will choose a different approach to this setup. Amandi with a very strong rebound. Breaking call against Zulfa. Matilda with the contest. She wins the ball back for Orcas. That's a much better pass to Sintish. Couldn't quite sink it in. Ball bounces out. Rena with the rebound. Sintish tries to go for the rebound, but Rena had a very good block. So contact call against her. Isabel lines up her shot. Misha cleans up the rebound. And she's, as a wing attack, she puts in a massive amount of work defensively. I know through the league so far, she has really gotten several intercepts and tips. Very big defensive effort from a wing attack.
And then you see her again, just contesting the high ball to Misha.
Rena absolutely read that well. Not enough on it. Milia just all over that one, and she's so quick. She's already at the goal circle. Amandit with a nice strong hold. Easy feed to her.
And this was the momentum that I was referring to earlier. Once Snickers gets their timing right, everything just falls into place for them.
Ooh. Contact call there against Milia. Not quite sure, but Matilda will take the penalty pass. Orcas finds Sintish. No shooters in the goal circle. Zulfa coming way back out again. Lobs the ball over to Sintish. A little bit further than what Sintish would have liked. So that goes out. Sneakers now back in possession. Milia just flying down the court, right through the middle. She only goes one way, Milia. Down the center.
And you know what? That's so effective for her because no one can catch her.
Yeah, that's true. Substitution now for Orcas. Kalissa coming on to the bench. Chania coming back on. This is the lineup in the center wing attack, goal attack position that we started in the first quarter. Better place pass there. So I guess it's what Chania is being brought on to do. Place the ball to Sintish. Isabel finding herself all alone, close to the post. She just needs to take her time. She has 3 seconds. Seems to be rushing the shot a little bit. But she is doing a massive amount of work, you know, zooming everywhere. Here she is trying to get her hand to the ball. Here's Chania with the feed. Very nice feed, but contact call against Sintish. Here we go, Isabel again. Not much better from her this time. Tactical sub. Sin-E now coming in for Sintish at the goal shooter position.
So Singh is actually in her 8th season of the Netball Super League. Took a couple of years of break. Was an ex-national player. And now it's great to just see her back on court today.
So Orca is just trying to find the solution to their goal shooter role. Like I mentioned earlier, they do have Stella on the bench, but the international players can only play 2 out of 3 quarters. She played the first 2. So if strategically they want to bring her back in the 4th, she can only play either the 3rd or the 4th. Orcas now with the center pass breaking call. Orcas with the free pass. We're 30 seconds away from the super shot. Wow, I don't know. From my view, it looked like Naya was like wee close to being out of court, but she managed to keep that in. Oh, that's a good pass, but we got to do it again because Empire pulled it back to set up the penalty obstruction against the wing defense. Good pass from Chania to Sin-Yi. Super shot time! I love the super shot. It's so exciting.
You do sound excited.
Yeah, because, hello, welcome to the Mandip show. There we go. What a shooter she is, like, she just relishes it. Okay, I don't think she particularly, like, celebrates it, but I think she knows she's good at it, so she takes it. Don't want the one, wants the two, Zulfa. We know she's capable, and she is capable. Good on her to side the post and be confident to back herself up. And I think good on Sin-Yi as well. You know, she could have very easily taken the one, but she had that confidence in Zulfa to take the two. Anna just about doing a full split there. Another two. Ooh. Amandip. Amazing. Wow, Chania is Serena. Okay, wait, let me just finish the conversation about the Chania and Rina one first. So Chania just saw Rina, very smart, to just tip the ball away into the shooter. And then just as Zulfa was entering the shooter, I don't know, the sisters got entangled and both of them hit the deck. But we're back to the action here. We're on the other side of things. Sneakers with the throw in through Anna. Isabel will take the one. Wonderful pass. Sneakers just really running away with it right now. 18 goals the difference. Amandip for the two.
What can you do when you're going against a player like Amandip? Great timing to the ball and just go kind of campus with the shots.
Wonderful take there by Naya. What options are they going to take? Orcas. Sin-Yi with the one. Okay, finds Zulfa. Usma putting all sorts of pressure on her sister.
Zulfa telling Amandip, anything you can do, I can do as well.
Yeah, oh, can she do that? No, Amandip, how did she keep the ball in? Just couldn't quite keep possession of the ball, Sneakers, but Orcas now back in play. Rina coming out. Sin-Yi, Zulfa in the two with two defenders jumping that shot. Great pressure. That pass is a little bit under, but Lian just really doing a great amount of work, get in front of the body. Amandip now will say, I'll take the one. Finds Sin-Yi again in the one, but she will pass it to Zulfa for the two. Throw in there to Orcas with 1 minute on the clock. The super shot's not quite landing for Zulfa right now. But they will try again. Sin-Yi, Rina now gets her hand to the ball. So another throw in now to Orcas. 30 seconds and about remaining. Unfortunately, Zulfa just stepped on the line there. So Sneakers are now underway. Neo read that beautifully. keeps Orcas in possession. 20 seconds. Zulfa with the super shot. Sinks it in this time around. 7 seconds remaining.
Milia just taking her time.
We all know these tricks. Oh, okay, well, unfortunately she did release that ball, so that center pass is kind of wasted for Sneakers, so we will see Orcas take the first center pass in the last quarter. At the end of quarter 3, the score is 35-52 to Sneakers. Welcome back to the final quarter of this match between Orcas and Sneakers. It is the first game of the day of 3 games that we will see today. Very exciting stuff. So let me just let you know what's happening later on today. At 1 p.m. we will see Mannas take on Llabten, and at 3 p.m. we will see Blaze take on Swift. So back to the action here at the Jurong Esports Hall. Orcas with the center pass, but just as I looked up from the booklet, Sneakers were in possession, and then now Orcas are back at it.
So a different shooting combination from what we've been seeing. Stella out at goal attack, and Zulfa back to goal shooter.
Yeah, that's quite interesting. But Uzma Wow, what an intercept. I was just speechless. But yeah, what fantastic intercept. And here, Sneakers is.
And we have Kaiwei coming back on court at goal attack. I think that's the only change for Snickers in this quarter.
Oh, that was tough. Two defenders. Oh! Uzma was really clean to the body, just unfortunately in her attempt to go for the ball, her arm just caught Naya's. I don't think there was any ill intent there, just really kind of misjudged her arm. Here's Uzma passing it to Stella. Which is calling for a wipe of the court again. Players do get very, very sweaty. And if they hit the deck, it's not fun to play on. Orcas now with the center pass. Naya will get things underway. Held ball. So Sneakers back in possession. Orcas having a really hard weekend. Today they're playing Sneakers. Yesterday they played against Blaze, the top two teams in the league. So I'm sure a lot of fatigue will be in the bodies of these players. Playing back-to-back games is really not easy. Great rebound there by Matilda. Lien looking left and right for options, finds Stella again. Quick offload from Naya to Zulfa.
Rina coming out quite a few times now. I think the midcourts from Orcas really do need to turn their body fully to sight the free shooter in the circle.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting because now that Zulfa is in a goal shooter position, typically they play a holding shooter, so Rina is really kept occupied. But now that Zulfa is moving off the body a bit, Rina is kind of free to go out for a hunt. But Orcas are in the lead this quarter. It is 4-1 to Orcas in this opening minutes.
Just 15 goals of difference, 12 minutes to go. I don't think Orcas is out of the game right now. But if they make passes like that, then Snickers is really going to capitalize.
They will, wouldn't they? Oh, I think Amandim now is kind of not quite happy with what's happening in the goal circle, but they've still got to carry on to doing their job, so Sneakers will have an opportunity again. Contact call there against Lien. Anna will take it. Kaiwei comes out to support. Oh. Okay, Matilda took a pretty hard knock there. She's saying no. Have to make a injury or tactical sub now. She does not look so good. Okay, Matilda just getting attended to by their team physio. Meanwhile, Zen is back on court at wing defense. Lian is at goalkeeper, and Misha has stayed at goal defense. read that really well. So if there's one thing we know about Orcas, regardless of the score, they will fight every single minute and second in the game remaining. Stella does not want to side the post.
Two changes for the Sneakers team, with Angelina coming on at center and Captain Farhana coming on at wing defense.
Neo with super strong take. Zulfa just jostling Rina to get front space, but they find Stella close to the post. Orcas still in the lead in this quarter. It is 6-3 the quarter score. 14 goals the difference between these two teams. With the super shot, who knows what will happen. Contact call there against Armandi. Some jostling there happening between Kaiwei and Misha. Lots of contest and on-the-body action happening in this third.
You can hear the Orcas supporters really urging their team on.
They're doing a great job this quarter, Orcas. They are leading this quarter 7-4. The gap has closed down. So we will see what happens at the end of this 15. Amandi's just getting a little frazzled now. Speaking of frazzle, that pass was way overcooked. So Sneakers will take the throw in. I think Orcas is really building up on the confidence, you know, having the lead in this quarter. But Sneakers is just staying calm as always and composed, doing what they need to do. Oh! The contest in the circle is just getting really physical. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to make of that. Rina beautifully timed on that jump. Gets her hand to it. Nice feed from Nea. Zulfa will take the shot. 8-5. Still 14 goals the difference. Amandim now just using her speed and agility, finds herself on the baseline, but goes out of court. Kai with a well-timed challenge there. Throw in again to Orcas. Super long pass to Zulfa, and now another one to Stella. Goals now.
I think the switch to Stella moving up the goal attack has been a good move. Zulfa has been able to bring Rina out of the circle and cause a mismatch under the post to Stella and Uzma.
Sneakers now in possession.
Uzma lucky there, just 1 foot past the transverse line.
40 seconds to the super shot. A lot of action happening inside that goal circle. It is absolutely crazy in there. Sneakers now with center pass. They're so good at the center pass attack, the first and second phase. That's a lot cleaner for Sneakers in that circle. Sneakers are in the lead and plenty in the lead, so it's really all about just maintaining, keeping control, keeping possession, and riding this game out. But here we go, super shot. Stella will attempt. She tries to go for the rebound, but just a contact there. Rina just helping the umpire out and then goal tag come here. Massive defensive pressure from Orcas, but Sneakers just finds Amandip in the 2-point range. And I'll say it for one last time today. Welcome to the Amandip show. She just does it so effortlessly. Her timing to drive to get in the 2 is just so good. Fumble, bumble. The throw in to Orcas rather. Oh, just so much pressure from the Sneakers. Beautiful strong take from Kaiwei. Instruction call. Amandip is the go-to shooter for Sneakers. And just like that, Orcas may have led for the majority of this quarter, but through the super shot, Sneakers have now gained back the lead in this quarter. Confusion there between Uzma and Naya. Oh, contact call against Uzma. Woo! I don't know where Sufa was going to be able to go with that, with Rina and Stella being so close to her. Okay, Sufa with the 2. Doesn't land. Here is Amandip again. They try the lift between Misha and Leanne. That one doesn't sink this time. Oh, nice change of direction from Zulfa in the 2. She sinks that one in. Makes it 10. Oh no, 11 all this quarter. I forgot it's worth 2 points.
Yeah, but we still have to get used to this.
Yes.
When we're talking about the game.
Remaining in this quarter. Orcas will try to close the gap. Sneakers will try to extend the lead or really just do what they need to do to see this game out in the remaining 1 minute 45 seconds. Zulfa again with a super shot. Doesn't land. Two long balls for Sneakers to hit circle edge. Kaiwei will have a go now at the super shot. Sings that one in, nothing but net. Beautiful long pass. Kaiwei sings another one. We're closing down to the final 60 seconds of this game, but we've got 2 other matches coming up very shortly. At 2 p.m. 1 p.m. rather, Mannas will take on Llabten, and at 3 p.m. Blaze will take on Swifts. 2 very, very exciting games coming up for you on this International Women's Day. Thank you very much for tuning in from wherever you are. We are at Jurong Esports Hall. Last 30 seconds. Oh, Misha read that very well. Amandit now with the super shot. Sinks it in. 10 seconds. Will Sneakers get one more in this final closing? She sure wants to go for it. Doesn't quite land it, but that's the game. Final score 46-69 to Sneakers. We'll be back with the second game very shortly. Again, at 1 p.m. is Mannas who Llabten.